Sri Lanka. In case you just tuned in, we're speaking here about the HSBC Fashion Festival, which unfortunately is coming to its end then tomorrow. But here to speak about it and what happened during these 3 weeks is, of course, HSBC's Head of Marketing, Taranga Gunasekar. Welcome back to the show. And, of course, Nilofer Yusufali Amberley from Cotton Collection. Welcome back. All right, so Taranga, I just wanted to get from you now, usually when a Sri Lankan would hear fashion, festival or week, we would always think, okay, this is an event that's going to be happening in some 5-star hotel. That's what we think fashion is all about, just fashion shows. What's different about the HSBC Fashion Festival?
I mean, see, that's exactly what we want to change.
Right.
And so what we did was we kind of segmented the whole initiative into 3 weeks.
Right.
And the first week was dedicated for the men.
Right.
And the second week was for accessories and style. Cool. And the third week, as we speak, is happening, and that's for women.
Okay.
But what was also interesting was, for the first time, we also got fashion on the streets. And it happened at the race course, which is also very unique and very, a new kind of, shopping precinct that's in Colombo. Sure. So we also had the HSBC Hawker Street for fashion, which happened at the race course.
Brilliant.
So we had, heaps of activity there. We had fashion shows from some of the top brands. 5 fashion shows a day. Right. We had dining and obviously shopping that happened, and there's also Hawker Street that also displayed a lot of known brands in the market. So the consumers really flowed in, and it was a absolutely new experience. Mm-hmm. You never heard of a Hawker Street for fashion before. True,
I haven't. And how did the event go?
Pretty good. Unfortunately, the rain didn't help, but in spite of that, there's a good crowd. So obviously, it's the first time, and we hope to continue it in different locations and different places. And you'll see it, obviously growing every year. And it was, we really thank all our cardholders who patronized the 2 days and really helped us to, get this going. So.
All right. So just since I did miss it, if I was on the street walking past the race course, I could just easily just walk up to that little event.
Well, you could have definitely walked in and enjoyed the experience, but you had to be a HSBC cardholder to get all the benefits, because all the cardholders also received a 20% kind of saving at the racecourse press in all the shopping destinations. Plus, there's there's things for families to enjoy. There's a kiddies area. There's live entertainment, a band playing, and so it was really a nice atmosphere. And it was just 1 day prior to the World Cup finals as well. So a lot of people
say no more, sir. I'll get myself an HSBC card right away. All right, Nilofer, getting to you now. All right, in your opinion, do you think that Sri Lankan women are really conscious about how they dress and about fashion in general?
Yeah, I think so. Especially with exposure to the internet and social media, people are very, very well aware of trends. Yeah. What's out there, the latest fashions, and they're searching for it now in their buys. Right. Pinterest especially is a very good social media platform which helps people share ideas, trends, etc. Right. I think also social behavior has changed today. People tend to go out more, they tend to go out with their peers, they spend more time. It's not just home and work, it's going out for coffee mornings, for lunches, and that you need a wider wardrobe. So yes, the interest in fashion has grown.
Right. One thing I've noticed about Sri Lankan women is they always, when they dress out during the day, they always dress out like they have to go to work. They never have anyone who's just like, the plain, simple work clothes that a lady would wear, the skirt and the shirt. Do you ever think that it would go above that in the near future, where it'll be just like any other country where women just get dressed like all out just to go to work?
It'll take some time. You can't forget we're an island people, so we're a little more casual, I think. Essentially, that's it. But yes, I think in big companies, people are dressing up. They're accessorizing also a lot, which completely transforms your outfit. Right.
What was your role in the HSBC Fashion Festival?
Well, Cotton Collection has been in existence for over 23 years, and we were very. It was an honor when HSBC asked us to be the leader in the women's wear fashion sector. Right. So yes, we partnered with them for a week. The third week was on women's wear, and we offered the customers not only a offering in the sense of a discount, but we offered them fashion tips, fashion advice, and it went down really well because we taught people who wanted information on trends and styling, and also how to put things together. So we were there at hand to offer them that.
Right. Interesting. And also, Taranga, you were mentioning about fashion tips, different ways of tying a knot when it comes to ties?
Yeah, I think what we wanted to do with the whole initiative was to start a conversation.
Right.
So I'm sure people in Sri Lanka would know maybe few knots.
I know one. That's all I know.
I just found out there are 16. So we actually started a journey about in terms of creating our own exotic, authentic Sri Lankan knot.
Brilliant.
So that's as we speak, ongoing.
Okay.
And
so you're still making the knot, or
yeah? So basically, we've asked the consumers to basically come out with a name and a style,
right?
And a knot by themselves. So that's kind of ongoing as we speak. But apart from that, it's about starting a conversation about accessories. For instance, during Accessories Week, we had Dasanta Fonseca, who spoke about he's a specialist when it comes to eyewear.
Yeah.
He spoke about the fact that you got to have, like you have different outfits for different occasions, you got to have different shades of sunglasses for different occasions.
Yeah, because I think it's something to do with your face size.
And not really. It's about if you're sporty, it's if it's for something to do with sports, then you got to have a different pair of shades. And if it's for work, for driving, so these are little insights. I'm sure the consumer wouldn't have known. I'm sure the majority would know, but that consumer in the mainstream out there wouldn't have known. So it was part and parcel of educating and giving tips, etc. And I think Akram Kazim, who's also very respected in the industry, came along and spoke about watches. How to basically pick the watch, how to pick the right movement, the criteria you should look for when you're buying a watch.
So there is a science that goes into fashion when you're picking.
That's right. So it's about basically knowing what's right for you.
Right.
And so we are not the experts. We basically facilitated by using Sri Lanka's best in the industry, in the fashion industry. These are very respected people out there, and we're really privileged to work with some of the big names, and we're really happy that they all partnered with us, apart from the other 20 plus partners who came on board. So we are on a journey, and we're excited that we started the journey, and this is the first step, and I'm sure it will keep growing as we go along, and we hope to continue it, because fashion would never die. The trends keep changing though, but fashion is very kind of relevant to the consumer.
True indeed. Wow, I'm really excited. I can't believe I missed out on the Hawker Street event. That's unfortunate. I really wish I was there. All right. Anyways, and the pictures that we did saw, you did make a couple of slideshows with like how to choose the shades and how to choose the watches.
That's
what
right.
were these showing? Were these?
These actually went on main newspapers. It was on the Daily Mirror Life section, because a lot of people do read the Life section, and it's about lifestyles. So we wanted to portray the changing lifestyles and based on fashion, and the tips and advice came along. So, but the important thing, as I said, was we used the experts, and they have a wealth of information, so we were really privileged to use them, and that enabled us to share this information with our consumers out there and the general public at large.
Great.
So I'm sure it will keep growing as we go along, and you probably have the phase 2 coming hopefully next year, and we hope to use this platform to get the consumer engaged and get them to give them advice and tips, and more importantly to also support our partners, because
the experts also known as the experts,
because without partners this wouldn't have happened, and because they have the brands and the merchandise and the products, and it was just about marrying the wonderful base that we have with the partners that we kind of choose to be part of the fashion festival.
Right. But unfortunately we are running out of time, but Nilüfer, I really have to ask you this. Alright, so now you know how fashion is evolving around the world, and also it is like evolving here in Sri Lanka. Do you ever think that in your store, in Cotton Collection, that sometimes you might see something that maybe back in 2005 you saw this outrageous dress, and you would really think, okay, you know what, maybe they can't really wear this in public, but do you ever think that one day people of the public will be wearing those outrageous looking stuff that you see in fashion shows, like in outrageous world fashion shows?
So are you asking me whether we sell those outrageous
Would you
dresses?
ever? Do you think would it ever come to that?
Well, not if it's not sellable. But we portray them on our fashion, on our catwalks, etc.
Right.
We have Cotton Collection has its own in-house brand, Coco, so we do make some really nice stuff. But It's for the trendy and the stylish woman. It's a lovely, free-spirited brand. So yes, you might find something very exciting there, but maybe not outrageous.
So obviously you see the future of the fashion industry here in Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Moderately good.
Very
not something
good.
too outrageously.
Very good, yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Taranga and Nilfa, for being here. It's been such a pleasure. And tomorrow is the last day, but today you are having something as well.
We are picking the winners of the best
winners. Can't wait to see.
And there'll be compliments of cotton collection, a great gift for all the winners.
Could I win this? Or is it just
It's for the ladies, sorry.
Not really.
Missed it. All right, thank you again for being on the show. That unfortunately is time with HSBC Fashion Festival, but upcoming next is Cici, the musician with Banu.